Hello, 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 hello. Good evening, guys. Good evening, everyone. Good evening, guys. Good evening to everyone. How are you today? Just wait a second. I think in YouTube it is not working. We'll start. Fine. 1 second. Just let me check. You didn't receive the offer letter, Akila. Did you receive today mail about correcting your whatever the form you have filled? Did you receive that mail? Hello. Now is it audible, guys? Now is it audible? Now is it audible? Hello. 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 Now is it audible, guys? Good evening. Good evening. Now loud and clear, guys. Okay. So I was telling that we today are going to discuss about how the objects we are we are accessing, how the properties of the objects. Then we will move towards the loops. Okay. Then we will move towards the loops and all. Then let's see where we can move functions and all. We move, and then let's see how we will move further. Further. Okay. Fine. Okay. So yesterday when we talked about the objects, I told you. Now, sir, your voice is coming twice. Is it so? Is there any echo? Okay, let me do one thing. Let me rejoin the sessions. I guess no, there is a lot of issue. Now, guys, can you tell me, is everything okay? Is there any echo? Anybody feeling something? Guys, can you tell me, is there any problem? No problem. No, sir, everything is okay. Fine, fine. Sorry, sorry. Sorry for these things. Okay, fine. So yesterday, what we are talking about, we talked about object, correct? So object, what I told, like I can write let object name. Suppose I am giving obj is equal to, I can write, okay, I can write, fine, fine. So name over here, or we can write first name. Suppose Rohit. Okay, Rohit, fine. Okay, then I can write last name, Kumar. Correct. Now, if I tell you an age, fine. If I tell you, how would you, how would you write my, like, how would you select my age, or how would you print my age? So, what is your outcome? If I ask you, how would you print my age? What you will say, sir? I can write obj dot age, fine, and obj dot age, and you should write inside what, console dot log age, fine. You can write this. So this is what we call here. See, 18 it is printing. This is what we call dot notation, in which with the help of dot you are actually accessing the values inside an object. Okay, we have something called as bracket notation, right? Bracket notation. So console dot log. Over here I can write obj, and then I can write a square bracket, double quotes, and I can write age. Fine. Same output. Same output. Now what is the difference between them? This might be looks like about an array. This thing is might be looking like an array. Yes or no, guys? Yes, but actually this is called bracket notation. Now what is bracket notation? In the bracket notation, guys, you can actually pass the expression. You can actually pass any values. Okay, any value to get the value from an object. Means you can do any calculation over here. You cannot write this like this over here. Then it is going to give you an error. Fine, it is going to give you an error over here at the edge. You cannot do that. Okay. So if you want to, if you don't know something, if you don't know, like suppose I don't know whether the age is there or not, whether after some calculation, we are getting some output, and I don't know whether that output is that output data or that output values are there or not. So that time we can use a bracket notation. Okay, that time we can use what? Bracket notation over here. Now, see, I can also write let value is equal to, you can write prompt select any one option to see about any user. Fine. So the options are what? First name, fine, last name, okay, and then what? Age. Fine. Suppose this is what we have written. Okay. Now what I can do? This value is a computed one. This value will come with a what? Right. Let me run. So this value, okay, will actually it will not run over here in the compiler. Fine. But if you remember, we yesterday talked about prompt. This is going to return me a value which is going to stored inside this particular value. So can I write over here, if I comment this and I want to show, say, let value is equal to double quotes age. This is what it will come. If I write age in the prompt, if I write age in the prompt, it will come like this. Okay. And then I can write this thing. I can write, instead of age, you can write what? Value. Fine. Value. And see, if you run it, you will get exactly the same output. Now, what is this value? Value is a computed result. It is a result. It means we have computed, or we have added, or we have uh, plus minus into divide multiplication divide, so many things we have done, and then in a result value is coming. In the value some result is coming. Fine. That result I'm going to match with this object key values. This object key values, I'm going to get the result. Same thing, you cannot do it. Fine, you cannot do it over here. You cannot write value and run this, it will give you an error. It will give you undefined, because what, it is trying to search for value as a key inside the object, but we don't have a key as the name value. We have something which is coming out of the value. We have some result which is coming out of the value. So that computation is done inside the square bracket, right? So this is called as dot bracket notation, and this is done as what? Dot notation. So anybody who asks you now what is the difference between dot and bracket notation in objects, so this is the difference. Yes, yes, you'll get an alertness. Any doubt, guys, between dot and a bracket notation? Any doubt, guys, in the dot versus bracket notation? Again, no audio. No, audio is there. Okay, let's move on. Fine. Let's move on over here and let's discuss about loops. In the JavaScript, right click, create a new folder and 03 underscore. We are going to discuss about loops. Okay. So what are loops? Fine. What are loops? Why? What they do? So if you want to do something repeatedly, if you want to do something repeatedly, if you want a repetition of an operation, okay, there you are using a loop. Fine. There you are using loop. Suppose that you continuously want to add numbers. Like suppose you have told from 1 to 10, what is the sum of the numbers? So what we should do? 1 plus 2, 2 plus 3, 3 plus 4, 4 plus what is the whatever the result we are getting? 1 plus 2, 3, 3 plus 4, 3 plus 3, 6. Correct? Like this we can do. That is one use case. So many other use cases are there. Fine. So many other use cases are there. So in this, first of all, we are going to talk about while loop. Okay. New file, index.html. Okay. And over here, we are talking about what? Loops. Okay. So the first thing we are going to talk about is called while loop. Okay. So there is one more shortcut to write to comment a code or like this. You can write a commented code. So while you have to write while and then you have to write a condition. Okay, you have to write what? Condition. Fine. Then you have to write your code. Code or so called loop body, or you can call them as your loop body. You have to write. Basically, reminds us code only. Fine. Okay, so this is the syntax of while loop. Okay, so how to write, what to do it? Suppose you want to just alert that what is the value of 1 at every interval. Correct? or you want to do some addition operation. One by one you want to add it. Fine, you one by one you want to increase it. So that time we can use this while loop. Okay, see, see everyone. First of all, what you have to write? You have to write while. Fine, you have to write while I or any variable you take. Fine, because here you have to match a condition. Fine, you have to write let I is equal to 0. Fine, let I is equal to what? 0 over here. And then you write a while statement. While I, you write I is less than 4. While I is less than 4, what I want to do? I want to write I is equal to I plus 1. Fine. What I want to do, I is equal to I plus 1. And then I want to do a console.log. Console.log I, one thing, and outside this I write console.log I. Fine. Okay. Okay, one thing over here I want to ask you. What is this, guys? Okay. I think I don't have a pen. What is this type of statement? Scope. What type of scope it is? Can you tell me what type of scope it is? Yesterday we talked about that. Not local scope. Here you don't say it local scope. Here we have three type of scope. Fine. Here we have three type of scope. One is called global scope, where I give the example of Sachin Tendulkar, MS Dhoni, Virat Kohli, and all. Fine. Second is called what? Function scope, which is written inside a function. Okay. And third is called what? Block scope. So can you tell me which scope it is? Yes, very good, Naren, very good, Naren, very good, Prachiti. Okay, so this actually is a local scope. Fine, local scope. Okay, but one thing I want to ask is that we have written I over here. Fine, I over here, where we have declared the I, where we have declared means where we have given the value to the I, we have given over here. Which type of scope, which type of scope we have added the values, we have declared the values. So we have declared the values in the global scope. Fine, we have declared the value inside the global scope. Okay, now local scope, listen here carefully. Local scope, I am telling you, local scope can access global scope variable. Fine. Local scope can access global scope variable, but global scope cannot access local scope variable. You can take money from your parent. Parent will not take money from you. That's the point. So global scope is what? Outside the local scope. Correct? Global scope is what? Outside the local scope. So local scope can have the access of variables which is declared inside the global scope. Okay, which is declared inside the global scope, like I over here. Let I is equal to 0, I have written. I can use the I inside my local scope. But suppose I have over here written let j is equal to 5, and here I write console.log j, console.log j. So here it will throw me an error. Why? Because this is what global scope. Again, outside this one is global scope.
Okay, so in the global scope, I want to access local scope variables. That is not possible. Fine. So this is called scope chain. Fine. It means if any value, if any local scope wants to take a value, it will always look up. Fine. It will always look up. It will always goes to its parent, it to get grandparent and everyone. Okay. It will not go to its siblings. You, if you need a money and if you are a small kid and your sister is also small, you both of them, if you need one of them, you need money, you don't ask your sister or your brother, you ask your parent. Correct? You ask your parent. I'm not telling, I'm not think about the scenario when both of you are what having a job. I'm not telling about that scenario when you were a kid. So at that time, you will not ask money from your sister, your brother, younger brother. You will ask them with to your parent, and your parent will not ask money from you. Some of the case it might be hypothetical, fine, but generally they will not ask. So this is what we call as a global scope and local scope. So local scope, if any value, if any variable we can have from the global scope. But global scope cannot have a variable from local scope or function scope. Understood? Fine. Now see. Now, can you tell me what is the output? See, okay. Before that, let me explain you how it is working. The output will be for this. It will be the well 1, 2, uh, 3, 1, 2, 3, and the output for this one will be 3. Okay, how? Okay, how? So see, first of all, from here we'll start. Let I is equal to 0. Fine. 0. So over here, I value will come what? 0 less than 4. True or false value, guys? True. Fine. True value. So it will go inside over here. It will go inside over here. Now the value of I will become what? First of all, it was 0. Now here, 0 plus 1. 0, I value is 0 plus 1. We are upgrading the value of I. See, if I write I is equal to I plus 1 means what we are doing, we are upgrading the value of itself by 1. Of itself by 1. This can be written by I plus plus. Fine. This also can be written as I plus plus. But now, okay. I is equal to I plus 1 means we are upgrading ourselves. Fine, we are upgrading ourselves. So 0 plus 1 will become what? 1. Fine. What I've written console.log I. So it will print the value 1. It will print the value 1 over here. Since this function was not false, since this expression or this condition was not false, it will not go outside over here. It will again move back to this while loop. Now in this while loop, what I am writing, I value is less than 4. What is the value of I now, guys? What is the value of I now? The value of I is now 1. Now I will write 1 is less than 4. True or false statement? True or false statement? True statement. Again a true statement. Again we will upgrade. Now this time the I value will become what? 2. Again it is not, while the condition was not false. The condition was not false. So it will again go back and it will, first it will print the value 2 and then it will again go back. There now, again in the while loop, what is the value of I now? I, the value of I is what? 2. So 2 less than 4. 2 less than 4. Correct? Fine. True value. So true value, again, what will happen? It will go to and it will upgrade to what? 3. It will upgrade to what? 3. Now 3, it will print 3 and goes over here. 3 less than 4. 3 less than 4. Correct? Fine. 3 less than 4. Correct? So 3 is less than 4. Then it will upgrade to what? 4. Sorry. So it will print 4 also. Okay, it will upgrade to 4. It will print 4. Now what will happen? Now again it will go 4. again this condition will be 4 less than 4. True or false statement, guys? It is a false statement. What statement? False statement. Okay. Now, how it is false statement? If we have written 4 equal to 4, true statement. 4 less than 4, false statement. 4 greater than 4, less false statement. A same number cannot be less than or greater than its itself. Fine. A same number cannot be less than or greater than by itself. Fine. So that's why it is a false statement. Once it is a false statement, once it is a false statement, it will come out. It will come out of this particular loop. Fine. Come out of this particular loop. Then what I have written, console.log what I. Since we have upgraded our value of I, we have upgraded our value of I. So here the value of I will become what? 4. Understood? This is how a while loop is working. Fine. This is how your while loop is working. Understood, guys? See, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 4 it is printing. Okay, so console.log, from here it is coming 1, 2, 3, 4, and from the I it is printing what? 4. Don't need, no need to download this Quokka and all. Fine, it's just for the visualization so that I should not switch the screen so many times. You know how to print and everything, so you can print it directly. No need to again install anything over here. It is just for my convenience so that you can look clearly. No switching of the screen so often so that you can get confused. And yes, while is a block scope. Understood, guys? Okay. The next one I'm going to write about over here. I'm going to delete this and okay. So this one is for do while loop. Right. This one is for do while loop. See, again, if you want to do a repetition of an operation, repetition of something, you use scope. Sorry, you use loops. Okay, loops. Now see, do while loop. Okay. So in the do while loop, the syntax looks like this. Do curly bracket. Fine. Over here, I'll write statements. Fine. Statements. Okay. And over here, I'll write while and then I'll write condition. Fine. So what is the difference? What is the difference between while and do while loop? Okay. Between the while loop, okay. Before telling that you that the answer, let's write the same sentence code inside do while loop. Let's write the same code inside do while loop and let's see what is the answer. Fine. Okay. So what I will write do, fine, do, and instead of typing I over here, let j is equal to, I will write 0. Fine. Okay. J is equal to 0. So over here, what I will do, I will write j is equal to j plus 1. or j plus 2. Let's take 2. Fine. J is equal to j plus 2. And what I will do, console.log j. Fine. And over here, while statement. While statement, if j is less than 8. Correct. If j is less than 8. Fine. Okay. That condition they have told me to give. So I have given one condition over here. Okay, and then what I have to do, console.log j. Fine, guys. Hmm. Let's write it 9 so that we can see the difference. Okay. Now see, everyone, see over here how the do while loop is executing. Okay, how the do while loop is executing. Fine. See, do, fine, do and while loop. Okay, again, this is what a which type of scope? Block scope. Okay, fine. See here. Now the value of j is what? The value of j is what? 0. Correct? Okay. First of all, 0, 0 plus 2, what j value will become? J value become 2. Console.log value of j will what? 2. It is printing 2. What it is printing? 2. Okay. Next, what will happen? While 2 is less than 9. So true or false statement, 2 is less than 9. True or false statement, true statement. So again, it will go back over here. Fine. Go back over here. Again, what will happen? Do will run. In that, the value of j will become what? 4. The value of j will become what? 4. Console 4 means it is going to print what? Value 4. Okay, it is going to print value 4. Then that here it is going to check 4 less than 9. True or false statement? Again true. Again true. J over here will update to what? 6. J is equal to j plus 2. So j value was 4. 4 plus 2, 6. 6 is updated and it is printing 6 over here. It is printing 6 over here. Now the 6 value. Now here it will go to the while. 6 less than 9. True or false statement? True statement. True statement. 6 is less than 9. Again it will go to the do. Again over here 6 has been updated to what? 8. 6 has been updated to what? 8. Because it has 6. 6 plus 2, 8. Fine. Now it will print 8. Now it will print what? 8. And then it is comparing 8 is less than 9. Okay. 8 is not less than 9. Yes. Sorry. True statement. 8 is less than 9. Again it will go to the do loop. Now here what will happen? See. After that 8 it is going to go to update by 10. 8 plus 2, it is going to update by 10. Now the value will become what? 10 over here. 10. Now 10 is less than 9. 10 is less than 9. No, false statement. So it will go and directly print over here 10. Now what do you see? What do you see the difference between while loop and do while loop? What difference you see? The first difference you see that, okay, in the while loop, first of all, we were checking the condition and doing such operation. But in the do while loop, we are first of all doing the operation and then checking the condition. Fine. In the do while loop, what we are doing, we are first of all doing the operation and then checking the conditions. Right. So here, one thing will be very common, that here at least one time in the do while loop, at least one time the loop will run, at least one time. Why? Because it is going to start where it is updating, or with the code it is going to start, not with the condition. With the code it will start, and then it will met with the condition. Now it can be true or false, but at least one time the do while loop is going to run. So a do while loop executed at least once. This is the difference between not while and do while loop. Understood, guys? Any doubt? Okay. Okay. Next, guys, we are going to talk about for loop. Okay. Next, we are going to talk about for loop. Fine. So the for loop syntax looks like this. For loop. Fine. Here you have to begin. You have the beginning condition. You have the beginning statement. Here, after that, you have a condition, and then you have a step. Then you have what? Step. Okay. Now here, this for loop is something which cannot, like, it's a rare chance of getting inside an infinite loop until and unless you have given that condition. But while loop oftenly can go to the infinite loop. Now what is infinite loop? Means infinite loop means it is running and running. The condition is never getting false. The condition is never getting false. What if, see, think as if, what if I don't increase the value of I? What if I don't increase the value of I? Tell me what will happen. In the while statement, whatever I have seen here, what will happen if I don't increase the value of I? See, it started. See, it started. Can you see over here? It started giving me the output. This is what we called as an infinite link, infinite code or loop. So this can, a major chances of doing an infinite loop can happen inside while loop, do while loop also. Why? Because sometimes maybe you forgot to update your variable. Forgot to what? Update your variable. Then it can be, definitely it will go to the infinite loop. Because here in the loop, what we are doing, we are only checking a condition. It doesn't matter whether you update or whether you degrade. It doesn't matter. Only the condition should be true, then it will work. The condition is false, it will not work. But in the for loop, that is not the case. In the for loop, you have to specify from where the loop should run. From where the loop should run. Then you have to specify what is the condition. Fine. You have to specify what is the condition. Then you have to specify the number of steps. Means how much steps it will take to run that loop. Means what step to upgrade any of the beginning value. What step we should take to upgrade the beginning value. Fine. Again, over here, we'll write curly bracket, and here you will write your statements. Fine. This is what for the for loop. Okay, let's take an example, guys. Let's take an example. So the same example I can take. You have to write a for loop. Fine. For. Then you have to write let I is equal to 0. Beginning condition. Then you have to write the condition I is less than 3. I is what? Index values is less than 3 or 4, whatever you can take. Then I is equal to I plus 1, or I is equal to caps lock. Okay, I plus 1, you can write like this, but this don't look good. Fine. So what people are writing this I plus plus. Same meaning. Same meaning. It is also upgrading your I value. Then what you can write? You can write console.log the value of I. See what it is printing? 0, 1, 2, 3. Now how it is printing? 0, 1, 2, 3. Okay, how it is printing? 0, 1, 2, 3. And can I access this? Can I access I outside this for loop? Anybody? Can I access this I outside this for loop? No. You can try console.log I. It is printing 4. This value. This value it is printing. Fine. Okay. Now how for loop is working? Please see over here carefully. So the value of over here you write, best thing is to write over here I value 1, 0 like this. Okay. Now read. So this is like it's good if you read the code. Fine. That will help you to practice. You are able to understand line by line. Fine. Dry run this. Okay. So in the dry run means you just like how I am explaining, and that is called dry run actually. In the coding term, it is called dry run. Fine. So the I value is 0. First it will come over here. JavaScript will come over here. I value what? 0. I value 0, it stays save. Then it will go to the condition. Okay. So now 0 is less than 4. True or false value? True value. Fine. True value. Then what it will do? It is going to print this line. Run this statement. This is the first step. This is the second step. This is the third step. It is going to print this line. So what it will print? It will print the value 0. Fine. And the fourth step is what? It will come over here. It is going to increase our stepper variable. Stepper variable, it is going to increase our stepper variable. This is fourth point, where the I value is now becoming 1. Where the I value will become 1. Then it will go to the second number of step. Step number 2. Again, 1 less than 4. True statement. Again, true. Yes, true statement. So since it is true statement, again it will go to the step number 3. Step number 3 it will go. Means it is going to print the value. So the value will become what? 1. Over here it is going to upgrade by 1. Fine. Next, again it will go to the for loop. Again it will go to the fourth step. In this fourth step, what happened? The I value will upgraded to what? 2. I value upgraded to 2. Fine. So now again it will go after the fourth step. Again it will go to the second step. Now here it will be 2 less than 4, which is true or false statement? True statement. So it is printing 2 over here. Fine. Then the third. Then after that it will go to the again fourth step. Fourth step again it will go. Here it is going to update the value to 3. Update the value to 3. So 3 less than 4, correct. 3 less than 4, correct. True statement. So it is printing 3. Again it will go to the fourth step. Here now what will happen? 3 value become 4. 4 less than 4. 4 less than 4. False statement. False statement. So what is your output now? 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Sorry, not 4, 0, 1, 2, 3. That is your output. Now what will happen? Since it is a false statement, it will come out. Come out. Understood, guys? This is how the for loop is working. Okay, let's do one question over here. Okay, maybe other people know. Fine. So what you have to do? You have to print the question. It is print even numbers between 10 to 30. Print all even numbers between 10 to 30. Can you do this question? Can you do this question? Okay. Can you do this question? No, you cannot access I outside the loop. See how to write it. First of all, either now I have given 10 to 30. You can also write it as prompt. You can also use it as from the user. So now what will have we have to do? We have to find out. Okay. So what we will do? See, clear thinking as a human being. What you will think? Okay. First of all, if 10 is divided by 2, and if triple equal to what? If 10 is divided by 2 and I am getting I am getting the remainder 0. I'm getting the remainder 0, then it is divisible. This you have to do. Then what you will do? 11 divided by 2, correct? Then what you will do? 12 divided by 2. Then what you will do? 13 divided by 2. Fine. What is this type of operation? What do you think? 14 divided by 2. What you are doing? Actually, we are repeating one thing, which is division by 2. And we are repeating it on number of numbers. We are repeating on different numbers. So actually what this is we have to do, but we have to not write so many codes. We have to only write one code, which is a loop. Fine, which will help me to do this exact same thing which I am writing it right now. Fine. So you understand the physics, understand the concept behind this. You have to do a same operation multiple number of times. Fine. So here the loop is helping you. Who is helping you? The loop is helping you. He is telling don't do it multiple number of times. You tell me and tell me the condition. In that condition, I will run and I will give you directly the output. No need to write so many lines. You see, now you have to write 20 lines and same thing you have to do. Understood? Now, what we'll do, you'll write a for loop. Okay, you'll write a for loop. You'll write a condition. Okay, i let I j k l m n o p, anything you can take. Fine, let I is equal to 10, value 10. If I is less than or equal to what? 30. Fine, I'm giving condition 10 to 30 only. I'm checking now. So I'm starting with 10, I am ending at 30. And then what I have to do? I have to check for every number. So I will write I plus plus. I'll write what? I plus plus. Then here we have to check the condition. What we have to do? We have to check the condition. So for checking the condition, what we will write, guys? Is there any statement for checking the condition? Is there anything statement to check the condition? Yes, there is an if. So if I will write if if my value, that is I fine, whatever. Now I value will start from 10. No need to worry. So I value is divided by 2. Now if it is division by 2, you will get a question, you will get values over here. Something divided by 2, 4 divided by 2, you are getting 2. But we need to check it whether the remainder is 0 or not. Fine. We have to check whether the remainder is 0 or not. We don't have to check whether it is divisible by 2. We have to check with when it is divisible by 2, the remainder is 0 or not. You know now what is remainder. Have in the childhood you have done division like this. What do you write over here? 10 to 2 into 5 by 10 minus, and then you cross it or you write 0, 0. Fine. So this is what we call as a remainder. Okay. If I write 2 divided by 11, so 2 5 ja 10 and 1, this is what a remainder. So if I am getting a remainder, it means it is not divisible by 2. And if I am not getting the remainder, means my remainder is 0, it is divisible by 2. So for you, JavaScript has done one thing. JavaScript has given you one operator or one symbol where you can directly find what is the remainder. That symbol is called modulus. This is not percentage. In JavaScript, it is not percentage. It is called modulus, which will represent, if I write something value, suppose 10 modulus 2, so it is giving me the remainder. If 10 is divisible by 2, what is the remainder? Remainder is what? 0. So it will return you 0. Okay. If 11 modulus 2, it will return you 1. Okay. Now, so over here, I don't need to write divided by 2. I need to write modulus of 2. Now it is a condition. Modulus of 2 should be what? Equal to. Single equal, double equal. What should I write? Single equal to, double equal to. What should I write? See the difference between these three things. Okay. This, this, and this. There are three equal tos used inside JavaScript. Some languages you have seen two equal tos. Okay. So this equal to means you are assigning something. So this is called assignment operator. You're assigning a value. So that time you are using this equal to. Okay. Double equal to means you are comparing. Triple equal to means you are strictly comparing. Fine. Now you will ask, sir, what is the difference between comparing and strictly comparing? So let me give you an example. You itself will tell. Fine. No need of me to say anything. Okay. Console.log. If I write, guys, 3 double equal to 3, what should be the output? What should be the output? True. It should be true. True. Okay. If I write, see here, if I write this thing, what should be the output? What should be the output, guys? Tell me. Fast, fast, fast. Not, it will not give one. Not, don't not like C. True, false value it will give. Not like C. Tell me the answer of this line. Second line. True or false? False. False. Somebody is telling false. Somebody is telling true. False. So those who are telling false, for them I will run. Fine. And let see here. What it is printing? True. Why, sir? You will ask, sir, but this is a string and this is a number. Correct? No. This is a string. That is a number. This is a string. This is a number. How string is equal to number? But in JavaScript, it's like that only. Fine. In JavaScript, it's like that. That's why there is a concept of strict comparison in which it includes triple equal to. Now, triple equal to means there should also, like, the values should be same. Fine, the values should be same, but their data types also should be same. That is what we call as a strict comparison. In double equal to, they are not comparing the data types. They are only comparing the values, the numbers, or the values, anything. Fine. But in triple equal to, we are also comparing the data types. Fine. Now you run, you will get true, true, true. Fine. Now if I write like this, you see, I'll get true, 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 false. Fine. So in the JavaScript, we are using triple equal to, not double equal to. Double equal to means it is not strict comparison. So this can happen with you. This can happen with you. Fine, it will give you a true value. So that's why here we have to write triple equal to 0. Now this is coming as I have a font, that's why it is coming, so don't worry. Okay, triple equal to 0. And then if it is triple equal to 0, you just have to do console.log and print the value of I, comma, or you can write backtick dollar curly bracket I and put a comma over here. So now, and put a space. Now whatever it is going to print, it is going to print like that. Okay, fine. Now can you tell me the output? Fine. Now see how it will work. So the I value again it will, the I value again it will start with what? 10. Fine. So 10 modulus 2 will return what? 10 modulus of 2 will return what? 0. 0 triple equal to 0. Correct? True or false? True. So console.log I value means 10 it will print. Then it will come 11. Fine. Over here it will get updated. 10 to 11 it will get updated. Now 11 modulus 2 is equal to what? 1. 1 triple equal to 0. True or false? False statement. So when it is false statement, it will go over here. When it is false statement, it will go over here. It will not run this if statement. Okay. From here again, it will go to, from here again, it will go to this plus I plus plus. Fine. Now it will become 12. 12 modulus of 2 is equal to what? 0 or 6? 12 modulus of 2, 0 or 6, guys? It will give 0. 0 triple equal to 0. 0 triple equal to 0. True. So now it will print 12. Like this, it is going to print 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 26, 28, 30. That's all. That's what your output will look like. So what you have done, you have written a program where it is printing all the even numbers between a specific two numbers. Now this specific two numbers, instead of writing 10 as a value, 30 as a value, you can also write, import, you can also import, promote it, prompt it, not promote it, prompt it. Yes or no? So instead of writing like this, can I write, sir, okay, control C, it has to be written over here. Now it will give you an output. Fine. So 10, 12 output it is giving you. Okay. Fine. What I was telling. Uh, I was telling instead of writing now, I can write let num1 is equal to plus prompt enter first number. Fine. Then similarly num2 enter last number. Okay. So over here, what I will write instead of I will write num1, and instead of 30, I will write what? Num2. Problem solved. Now this is a reusable code. This become what? A reusable code. Understood? Now write homework, guys. One homework you do. One homework you do. Now, not ending the class. Just I'm giving you one homework. You have to print. Fine. You have to print prime numbers between 1 to 20 with for loop and then with while loop. You do this question, you will understand what how the for loop and while loop is working. Do it on your own. Don't use chat gpt ever. Fine. Okay, now let me discuss. Okay, now let me discuss how we can use. Okay, let me discuss how we can use these loops with the help in the arrays. Okay, arrays also like it is very helpful. These loops are very helpful to get the values inside out in from the arrays. Fine. So yes, we can use it. Okay. So suppose that guys you have arrays. Okay. Let fruits is equal to, you can write like your favorite fruit, you can write apple. Fine. Mango, banana, pineapple. Okay, pineapple and one lot more. Okay, fine. Now guys, I will tell you, can you print these values separately? Now I will explain you two ways to do that. One is the older way, what you all guys are learning. One is the new way, year 6 way. I'll teach you. Fine. So that I don't have to teach the separately loops concept and separately year 6 concept. I'll merge everything inside that because we don't have that much time. Okay. JavaScript is not of 10 days of course. Fine. It will take time. Fine. But we have to finish it because we have to learn React also. Okay. And we have to do project also. And we don't have that much time. So I will focus over here. So what I'm telling you, now you have to separately print apple, mango, banana, pineapple like this. Okay. You have to do it separately. How to do that? How you will do that? So what I will do, I will write a for loop because I have to print it separately. See, how you can do. First you think how you can do. You said I will write console.log fruits and then you will write what? Sir, 0 value. Apple it will print. Fine. So similarly, 4 times I will run 1, 2, and 3. Sir, apple, mango, banana, pineapple. Okay, you have done this. Fine, I understand. Okay, fine. What if there is 1,000 element? You'll write 1,000 lines of code. You'll write 1,000 lines of code. No, no, fine. So we have to do something so that it should not be 1,000 line of code and it should print all the values. So here, what do you think? Here, repetition is going on. What repetition is going on? Sir, fruits. We have in the array fruits only the number is changing 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Like this number is changing. So we can use a loop. Any loop you can use, while loop, for loop, but for loop is more convenient. For loop is more convenient, so that's why we can use a for loop instead of this doing so many operations at one time. Fine, we can use for loop directly. So for let, now here you have to think, okay, let I or j or a is equal to what I should write. Now you have to think from where the array index value starts. Tell me, guys. From where your array index value starts. What if you write console.log fruits? Very good, Prachiti. If I write, see here, console.log fruits. Okay, I need to comment on this. If you write that, what it is printing? It is printing an array. It is printing what? Array. Fine. So I want separate values. I don't want array. So yes, very good. If you think that yes, index number is starting with 0, very good. 0 colon I, or sorry, a is less than, what condition I should write? Less than, equal to, less than, what condition I should write? See, always when the array comes, always remember that index is your supporter over here. Index numbers are your supporter. Index number are your supporter. So either, see, either you can write 3, but what will happen if I give you 5 elements? So you have to again update it. But code is not updating. Code is all about, once you have written, it should run for all the occasion, for all the perspective. That's why we are writing code. Otherwise, we have done it in the notebook and pen. We are writing in the code so that it should take all the values and it should give me the output. So 3 should not get, because it is a static value. We should give something that is dynamic, that is taking on its own the value. So we can give array dot length. So array name is what? Fruits. Fruits dot length. We can take. Okay. Now my question: fruits dot length equal to should I take, or fruits dot length not equal to, like less than equal to I should take, or only less than I should take? What I should take? Only less than, fine, because fruits at length is representing number 4. So it will go up to 4, equal to 4, but we have only index 0, 1, 2, 3. So it should be always like this, less than fruits dot length, or it should be less than equal to, if you want to write, you can make less fruits dot length minus 1. So it will represent the ending index. Okay, then a plus plus, fine, a plus plus, And then what you can write, console.log. And what is the repetition over here? 0, 1, 2, 3. It was the repetition. So can I write over here fruits and then square bracket, and instead of writing it C 0, 1, 2, 3, can I write A? Now it will print what? See, it is going to print apple, mango, banana, pineapple separately. Separately. This is what it is printing as an array. This is what I'm printing as a separately. Okay. This thing many people knows. Correct. Or many people have guessed it. Okay. Let me show you one more thing. Console.log, I'll directly write, and I will write dot fruits. Fine. Okay. Fine. Not like this. What I will do, I'll write const square bracket is equal to, I'll write dot fruits. I think not like that. Ha. See, simple. Fruit 1, comma, fruit 2, comma, fruit 3, comma, fruit 4. I will write is equal to fruits. And if you do console.log fruit 1, you'll get apple separate. Fine. If you do fruit 2, mango separate. If you do fruit 3, banana separate. If you do fruit 4, pineapple separate. Now what I have done? See, you have done a for loop. I didn't do a for loop. What I have done, this is called destructuring. This is an ES6 feature, new feature. What we did, destructuring. This fruits is representing what? A array. What I did, a counter array I put, and then to those values I put a variable. Wherever those values were there, I put a variable. So now this, in these fruits, whatever apple, mango, banana, pineapple is written, so apple will be representing this fruit number 1, mango will be representing fruit number 2, banana will be representing fruit number 3, and fruit number 4 will be represented by pineapple. And see guys, I have given square bracket. So what I have given counter. So this is called destructuring. What it is called? Destructuring. Fine. Destructuring of array. Now you will tell sir, but I want only fruit 1. What I want? Only one fruit. Others I don't want to see. So what you can do, you can write fruit, or fruit 1 I've used there. Okay. You can write fruit, and then you can write dot rest. Now see what will happen. If I print console.log fruit, it is printing me apple. If I write console.log rest, it is printing me the others, but in an array. But in an array. This is called rest operators with destructuring. Now, if you want only one values out of it, you don't have to go to this for loop I'm telling. you can write this fruit. Suppose you want apple. Okay, you can write fruit. Suppose you want mango. What you can do, you put a comma. You don't want apple, no? You want mango, you put a comma over here. Now it is representing your first index value. What it is representing? The array's first index value. Fine, you see, mango it is there, and the rest means whatever it is remaining, it should again be inside our arrays. Fine, it is not changing my original array. My original array still, it's fruits only. My original array in the fruits, we still have apple, mango, banana and pineapple, but it is not changing my arrays. Fine. So these are some of the ES6 features. You see here, you don't have to use any loop. A little bit bouncer it is. Any doubt, guys? Where did the apple go? Nothing, nowhere. Apple is still in the fruits. We just bypass it, or we just skip that thing. We skipped that apple. If you want, you can write anything over here. Doctor. Doctors always tell to have an apple. Fine. So over here, if you write doctor, see apple will come. And if you don't want, you can bypass it. Simple as that. Now, if you're telling, sir, I want last fruit. When I want, sir, last fruit. What you can do, you can write what you want, pineapple, com, comma, comma, pineapple you want. So pineapple you write, apple's brother. Write any value, X. Fine. Write any value. Okay. And then console.log, you write X. You see pineapple. So what I did, I skipped the value. That value didn't go anywhere. That value is still in the fruits. But this is one way where I can access each and every element from the arrays. No need of X, zeroth value, one value, two value. See, if I want to write like this, what you have to do? You have to write, sir, you have to write like this. Let X is equal to X, sorry, fruits, third value. Fine. This is what represented by this. Simple. It is just a simplification of this particular statement. And what simplification it can do? You can give multiple variable names. Fine. You can give multiple variable names. You can write a Y. For writing these two, we have to write 2 lines of code. But here we can write only one. It's an oversimplification of whatever we are writing. If you want, is sir, if you have 1,000 fruits and I want 999, if you want, then uh, it's better use a what you call for loop. Then use for loop. Or if you want 999, better use the array 012 999 values. You write the array name, fine, is equal array name, and you write 999th value you want, you write 998. you'll get. Any doubt, guys? Clean bold. Okay. So this is called destructuring. This is called rest operator. This three triple dot three whatever I have given, this is called rest operator. Okay. Now here name you can give anything. Fine. I have written rest. It doesn't mean that it is called rest operator. You can give the name anything. You can write Superman also. Fine. So it is like accumulating the other rest of the values. So that actually you have to again pick it out. For that you have to write a function, Soumya, that mango should be another individual, and the rest of them should come as a new array. So for that you have to write a function. You cannot do it with the rest operator will always be at the end. Okay, now I'll ask one question. Suppose I have two arrays. Let uh, x is equal to 1 comma 2 comma 3 comma 4. Fine. Not x. Let's take it as ABC. Fine. I have one array. Okay. And let XYZ as a second array, which is 5 comma 6 comma 7. Okay. Okay. Now I want how you will create a new array, that is DEF, a new array you have to create where the values will be 1 comma 2 comma 3 comma 4 comma 5 comma 6 comma 7. How you will do that? A new array you have to create where the values will be 1 to 3, means you have to combine both of them. How you will do that? Don't go into Quokka. Don't worry about Quokka. You answer me this question. How you will do that? Okay. So what you will tell, sir, what I will do, I'll write a for loop. In that for loop, I will add these datas, and I will push the values of A, B, C and X, Y, Z. Fine. Fine. You will run a for loop. For loop, why? To separate the values 1, 2, 3, 4. You will separate those values. 5, 6, 7, you will also separate those values. And then what you will do, there is a dot push method. Fine. In the array, we have dot push method where you can add any value inside an array. That method you can use. Right. That method. What if I tell you that there is a very, very simple way of not doing anything? ABC plus XYZ, if you'll do, it will not work. Fine. Let me show you that very, very nice way. Again, it is called spread operator. Fine. Spread operator. Okay. So what you have to do, you have to write let def is equal to, and then what you do, again, it has an array. What you do, spread ABC, comma, spread XYZ. Just like a pizza sauce, you spread both of them. And then when you do a console.log def, you'll get the same output. No concatenation. Concatenation works in a string, not in an array. Now, musical wise, this is hat trick. Fine. So what we did, this is called spread. Now, the difference between spread and rest operator, you see, the rest operator, we are also using three dots, and the spread operator, we are also using three dots. But what is the difference? The rest operator, first of all, it combines to create an array. The spread operator, actually, it is opening. Fine. Actually, it is like separating the values. Secondly, if you are using the three dots, right hand side of the equal to, it is spread operator. If you are using left hand side of the equal to, it is rest operator. Fine. If you are using on the left hand side of the equal to, it is a rest operator. If you are using on the right hand side of the equal to, then it is a spread operator. Fine. Easy, no? Okay, so more things we studied: destructuring with rest operator, and then spread operators. Correct? In the array. Do you want to study about objects also? Objects also has destructuring, spread, and rest operator. Yes, you can, Aaron, you can integrate. Nice, Balaji. Concat, you can use. ABC plus XYZ you can do. Fine. Concat method you can use. Okay. See, for the objects, now suppose any objects we have. Okay. Let animal, fine, is equal to what I can write, like name of the animal is suppose rabbit. Fine. It is what type of animal? So it is a carnivorous animal. Carnivorous or omnivorous? You tell me. Fine. Carnivorous animal. And is it what do you call, wild animal or domestic animal? So, or what we can write? A color we can write, like color. It is white in color. Fine, white in color. Fine. Suppose I have written that. Now I'm telling you, can you copy this? Can you copy this animal inside a different object. Can you copy this animal object inside a different object name as rabbit? So how we will do that? So what I will do, using the spread operator, I will write let rabbit is equal to, I'll write, see, curly bracket now, dot 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 animal. Fine. And then console.log, I will write rabbit, and you will see the same whatever you have written inside the animal, the same thing you are getting. Fine. Now, also you can write destructuring. You can do destructure. You can use let curly bracket is equal to, first of all, write animal. Okay. Then what you can do, you can write name. Fine. Name. Okay. Now, if you go and console.log name, fine, you will get, okay, name is what? You will get the output that yes, the name is what? Rabbit. Now, here, one thing, you cannot write like this, F name. Fine. Okay. You cannot write like this, F name. So it is going to get undefined because here it is going to search whatever you are destructuring, no, that name, that whatever the value you have given in the destructure, it should be equal to the key value, keys. It should be equal to the keys. Means you have to write name, fine, comma, you have to write type, comma, you have to write color. This is what destructuring. And then if you write like name, so it will come rabbit, fine, and type and color, it will come its value, type, and if you write color, it will come rabbit, carnivorous, and white. What we have given? We have given rabbit a variable, carnivorous in a variable, color is in a variable. So means we have separated it. Correct. We have separated it. Okay. Now you want, what you want is that you want to change it. Fine. You don't want to write it name. You want to write it as an animal name. So here you can change it actually. You can write it as animal. Not here. Sorry, not here. Here you can write it. This should be called as an animal name. Fine. So now what will happen? This will be written as an animal name. Okay. Okay. Sorry. No, no, no. Sorry. Okay. Let me check. Huh. So here, like this, you can actually rename, like even change the variable. But here you have to search with the name. And if you have given colon animal name, means now the value of name is going to be inside animal name. So here we can change the variable name if you want. Otherwise, it's okay. This is how destructuring of objects work. Fine. You can also give a default variable also, suppose you want to give population. By default it is what, 1 million. By default it is what, 1 million. Okay, so you can give like this, and you can write console.log population. So you'll give 1. Although we don't have any a key value pair in the population in the animal, fine, but still we are able to keep it. You can also upgrade it, you can also update it. That's the beauty of destructuring. And if you don't like, you can spread arrest it. You can use the rest operator. So I hope guys you understood today's topic. Fine. So today we discussed more. We discussed loops. We discussed with the array how the loop is working. And when we were discussing with the array loops, we went with the ES6 features. ES6 features means the latest features, the upgraded features of the JavaScript. These features, why I'm telling you, because it is very necessary in the React. In React, you cannot write if statement. In React, you cannot write any statement. You cannot write loops. There you have to use like this. That's why I am teaching you. Fine. So then we talked about destructuring of objects and array, spread operator of objects and array, rest operators of object and array. Fine. Now it all depends on your practice, guys. See, I can teach. Fine. I cannot make you practice because we don't have that much time. So you have to practice. I told you all the topics. See, all the topics. You can go and practice whatever. Go to ChatGPT and tell him to give me the practice paper or something like that. Okay. So thank you guys for joining this session. Hope you have a great night. Thank you everyone. You can leave the session. And if you have any doubt, please feel free to ask.